the French elections. The recently concluded French elections, even though most of the Indian media didn't cover it properly. In fact, the entire Europe was observing it. Even Western countries like US, UK, they were all observing what is going to happen in France. In fact, some of the people like sports persons like Mbappe, they all came to streets telling that do something and save France. The way the election ended, it was like a thriller. It was like a cricket match in last ball sixer, because France is the most important country in Europe. Now Mbappe told somehow save France. Now why all were concerned? What is wrong in having a far right party? Far right parties only will create a war. In 2010-11 and all, Mr. Le Pen's daughter, the youngest daughter, her name is Marine Le Pen. She took over the party. National Front, that is having a bad name. People are hating us. Let us change it. And the next Prime Minister is going to be from... Hi everyone, I am Jebasingh, the Director of Officers IAS Academy. In this video, let us declutter the French elections. The recently concluded French elections, even though most of the Indian media didn't cover it properly, it had great significance. In fact, the entire Europe was observing it. Even Western countries like US, UK, they were all observing what is going to happen in France. It would have created a big tsunami there. All were observing. In fact, some of the people like sports persons like Mbappe, they all came to streets telling that do something and save France. So what exactly happened? Why it was so significant? And in fact, the way the election ended, it was like a thriller. It was like a cricket match in last ball sixer. That way the election results went. What exactly happened? In fact, in this month, June, the European Parliament had elections. Now, what is this European Parliament? See, there is a European Union, of course, except Britain. UK is not part of it. They have exited it. That is what it's called as Brexit. Britain exited the European Union. So now, other than UK, these European countries, they have one European Union. They have a common currency, that is Euro. For common policies, for facilitating trade, so in fact, they have a common visa also, Schengen visa, all these things, they have a parliament to make rules. So these members of European Parliament are elected by people of Europe from different countries. So all countries elect and send their members to European Parliament. So in this June month European Parliament election, what happened in France was, the far right party, that is called as National Rally. It's the party president is Madam Marine Le Pen. Her party sent more seats. It was a surprise victory for the far right party. It sent more people, more members than the ruling Ensemble party. That is Emmanuel Macron. Mr. Emmanuel Macron's party is Ensemble. So, in fact, most of the seats to the European Parliament from France were from the far right party. So, now all thought, what is going to happen? Because France is the most important country in Europe. So, immediately what Mr. Emmanuel Macron did is, he created a shock to the entire France. He called for a snap election. For France, one election will be there for the French Parliament. What he told is, immediately he dissolved and told, let us face the electorate. I feel people are not confident about our parties. They are voting for far right. So let us face the electorate. Now it was a shock because the current parliament, not the current parliament, the previous parliament had a tenure up to 2027. So 3 years before, he immediately dissolved the parliament and called for election. And all thought, yes, it is going to be far right. But however, Mr. Emmanuel Macron took a big risk. Then June 30th, that is 7-8 days before, elections were held. In this election, the far right party became, that is the National Rally of Marine Le Pen, it won majority. It came first. And second was the Popular Front, New Popular Front of the left wing. Third is the centrist party of Ensemble. Now the first round got over. In France, what the electoral system is in such a way that if someone is not able to, if someone is crossing more than 50% of the votes in the first round, they are declared members of parliament. However, most of them will not cross that 50% majority. Means in a single constituency, more than 50% of the votes one candidate has to get. In case if they are not getting, they will hold a second round. And most of the constituencies, definitely no one will cross 50%. So, the second round will be only for whichever party which got more than 12.5% vote. Only they can contest in the second round. Second round will be held within a period of 7 to 14 days. So, the elections were held day before yesterday, the second round. So, now this after first round, entire France woke up. They told why France is going for far right party. Please people come out. And many artists, thousands of artists, thousands of actors, thousands of sports person. No, they all came, writers. You know, Mr. Mbappe, he is a footballer, French team, whoever has had followed the World Cup. Mbappe was a very crucial person. Now, Mbappe told, somehow save France. Now, why all were concerned? What is wrong in having a far-right party? Reasons are, we have to go back to World War II. World War II, the people of Europe feel there was a World War II because of far-right parties. Now, take the case of Germany. It was Nazi party of Hitler. That was far-right party. Then, Mussolini's Republican Fascist Party, Italy. Yes, far-right party. Now, these countries, these far-right parties only will create a war. In fact, this European Union was born after World War II as a peace deal only. We should be having peace. We should not have another war because thousands and thousands died in that war within Europe. So, far-right. Now, what is left, right and all? See, left party is a left ideology. Right party, if you see, we can always think of Nazi party. Then you immediately will come. See, Nazi party, Hitler, what he did? They'll always divide the population. Majority versus minority. What he did? Germans versus the minority Jews. What they'll say? What Mr. Hitler told? He told, no. These minorities will take away everything. First, they'll create a fear. Then what they'll say? Nationalism, ultra-nationalism. No, first you are German, then only all other things. Third, what they will do, these ultra-right parties, they'll say, whoever not coming with the mainstream, they are also anti-nationals. They should be sent away. Fourth, what they'll do, they'll be always racial. They'll say, no, this particular race is superior. Germans are Aryans. Aryans are superior to all others. Fifth, individual personality they'll project like Hitler. Okay, a cult will be built. Now these are the characteristics. It's called fascism. Mussolini did that. So they create. It is called ultra-nationalism. Means they'll think that all only people are patriot. Only Germans or only Italians are great, and all others are frauds. All other are anti-nationals. These minorities like Jews, they should be killed. Now this is the far right party. Now in fact at that time, France was part of UK, that alliance, but what happened was France was occupied by Germany. Then one government was there. That was again a far right party in France. So what that far right party did is, they took Jews who were living in France, thousands and thousands were deported to Germany forcefully. And there they were sent to this concentration camps where they were killed by poisonous gases. So that is the reason the French are very think that far right, if it comes, another war. So once World War II got over, the European Union came together. European Union was formed just to prevent far right parties from coming to power. Somewhere in 2000, in Austria, what happened is, one centrist party. Now, centrist party ideologies, they are neither left nor right. Now, the centrist party, what they did is, To form a government, they formed an alliance with one far-right party. Now, immediately European Union suspended Austria. For months, they were not allowed to come to European Union. That much fear or phobia was there against the far-right parties. So, that is the reason now France, all people came to streets. Now, what exactly happened? In fact, now, Madame Marine Le Pen, her national rally party is there, no? Her father had a party. In fact, that was called as National Front. Now, that was in 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s and all. He was the leader of that party. His views were extreme right. What he used to tell? See, World War II, if you write it, if you read in a book, this concentration camps and all, just one page, few lines. Why we have to give importance? No, leave it. Means basically he was indirectly supporting the concentration camps, killing of Jews, and in fact one point of time he started talking against Muslims, because basically they'll create a fear that your country will be taken over by others. So he was continuously doing. One point of time, one famous musician, a Jewish musician, not remembering his name, now worldwide famous fellow. Now that person was supposed to come to a concert for that music concert to a particular place. That place, now Mr. Le Pen's National Front Party won. Immediately he told, no, he cannot enter our territory. He is Jewish. So this way they create one races against minorities. This was the standard, but however, people of France always kept them out of power. However, in a democracy, all are allowed to contest. So far right was also contesting, but they were not able to win seats. Means few seats here and there they will win, but not the majority. Somewhere in 2010-11 and all, Mr. Le Pen's daughter, the youngest daughter, her name is Marine Le Pen. She took over the party. First thing she did is, see, we should be practical. If people like my father are there, we will never come to power. Immediately she expelled her father from the party. Second thing what she did, no, this National Front that is having a bad name. People are hating us. Let us change it. She changed the name to National Rally. Then it is like the same, the views, political views are all same. However, it is like by the same vehicle, same car, but you paint the green to red, color only changed, but internally it is the same. In fact, during recent elections, the utterances of the National Rally candidates were extremely xenophobic. They were talking this, fascist, all comments came. So somehow she changed the image of the party. 2015, she expelled her own father. Then finally, somewhere in 2000, this election 24 election, parliament, by that time, 1/3 French started supporting National Rally. Means if 3 French people are there, 1 out of 3 will support National Rally. Reason is, now Marine Le Pen, she succeeded in convincing people that no, Mr. Emmanuel Macron's, the centrist party which is ruling, it is called Ensemble Party. Now that is only creating problem. Once we come to power, we will heal the economy. Immigrants are coming and taking over your jobs. So you vote for us. The fuel prices are increasing. Cost of living is increasing. All because of this centrist Emmanuel Macron. So you vote for us. Now European Parliament election came in June. Now, so 1/3 voted for her. The balance 2/3 consists of lot of parties. Ensemble Party, yes, centrist. Then Green Party is there. Popular Left Front is there. Another left is there. So these 2/3 got divided. So her party sent the maximum candidates to European Parliament. Then what Mr. Emmanuel Macron, he created a shock to the French people. Immediately, he dissolved the parliament. He told, let us face it. Anyhow, I feel people are not trusting me. Let us face. Let us call the parliament. For French parliament, he dissolved, called for election. Now, June 30th election, as I told you, first round, yes, as expected, yes, Marine Le Pen's party got the highest, but they didn't cross more than 50%. So, second was popular, that National Front, the left extreme party. Third was the centrist party, that is Ensemble party. Now, after June 30, no, all France became, so many people came to streets. They told somehow save France, because now the second round was supposed to happen, July 7th. So all came, writers, artists, sports persons. Finally, another thing they did. All this, see, 1/3, 1 in 3 French people, they are supporting the right party, far right. So balance to what they did is, they started having an adjustment. They told, boss, in the first round, your candidate, means between the center, left, they came to an agreement. They started withdrawing candidates. More than 200 candidates withdrew after first round. What they did, okay, amongst us, who got more vote in first round? Okay, left to front, the popular front, okay, is more than the Ensemble, then Ensemble removed the candidate, withdrew the candidate. On the other hand, some places, some constituencies, Ensemble more than left to the popular front, okay, they withdrew, popular front withdrew. This way, lot of candidates were withdrawn, so that this 2/3 votes doesn't get split. This anti-far right votes don't get split. Then a miracle happened. What happened in the after second round? It was like a thriller movie. Suddenly in the second round, because by that time, after first round, whether it is BBC, CNN, Washington Post, New York Times, all were writing that yes, it is going to be far right, which is going to come, and the next prime minister is going to be from far right party. However, after first round, because of all these twists and turns, adjustments, consolidation of the anti-far right party, what happened is, second round, the far right party was pushed to third position. First came the left's National Popular, New Popular Front. Second is Ensemble. Third, that is the centrist party. And the third one was the far right party. So somehow they saved France, according to the people who, 2/3 of the French people. In fact, most of the French people, this was the highest voter turnout after 1990s. They all came to somehow prevent France going to far right. Why France? Because of the World War II. France, Germany, they are all the core countries for the European Union. If that goes to far right, then what will happen to you? The entire stance will change. They, after that, they'll support Russia. They'll be opposing Ukraine. Even NATO will become, a lot of things were about to change. So now somehow all came, and they, now what has happened, whether they can, the other parties are also having, because now it's a hung parliament. Yes, they could prevent far right from coming into power. However, now within these parties, lot of differences are there. The New Popular Front, their views are totally, economic views, political views are totally against Ensemble. Ensemble will never likes New Popular Front. So, but now they have to adjust and form a government. Now, who will be the next prime minister? So, in fact, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, he cannot conduct again election for 1 more year according to the constitution. So, now he has to run the hung parliament, he has to select a prime minister. As of now, he has asked the present prime minister, Mr. Gabriel, to continue as the prime minister, because France is having only hosting the Olympics game, Paris Olympics. So, after that, they have a big role. Now, they have a lot of confusions are going to happen. However, some way they have prevented far right. According to me, they have not put a full stop for far right. Just a comma has been put. Again, 2027 next election, what will happen? We do not know, because if frustration against Mr. Emmanuel Macron's policies continue amongst the people of France, then now 1 in 3 are supporting far right. That 1 in 3, if it becomes 1.5 or 2, then the so-called French liberal principles and all will be put to dustbin, and far right may capture power in France. In this video, decluttered the French elections and why people were so scared, all those things, the reasons, everything. Now, if you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment. I'll try to clarify. We will keep meeting through this decluttering channel. Thank you from Israel Jebasingh, the Director of Officers IAS Academy.